I know what you're thinking. What is this crazy contraption, and why does it look so weird? You will find out here in just a moment. Welcome everybody to a new video by me, JTurk Gaming. You're seeing the equipment here, wondering what in the world is he going to be doing here? Well, as you can see, I have a harvester, a tractor with a baler, and a weird looking piece of equipment over here to the far left. That is a New Holland Stackcruiser that I found off the internet. I do apologize for not knowing who the original mod creator is of it. The operation of that piece of machinery is not necessarily the way it should work, but the results, you'll find out soon enough, are quite comical. Now, basically what that Stackcruiser is an auto-load bale trailer that is a drivable bale trailer, basically. So, I have this field here, field 33, we're on Lone Oak, and I'm going to be harvesting this field, baling it with my baler. I call it the Batwing baler, it's the windrower baler. It goes pretty fast, 50,000 liter bales on it. Alright, and then I'm going to pick it up with that Stackcruiser. Never mind that ugly house on the side there. And there's something really, really interesting about this harvester. It's not necessarily the harvester itself, but the header. So what we're going to do is I'm going to unfold the harvester, and we're going to start baling this. Or harvesting it first and then bale it. So, you see it's a pretty small header. Not anymore, it's not. I can get this field done in almost one pass. And the reason I'm using this header is to make it a little bit quicker for you guys, so you don't have to watch me harvest the entire field with a standard size header. So that will take a while. I have the straw swath enabled, as you can see there. This will make picking up the straw a little easier. The reason I'm doing wheat is because it's easier to bale. I mean, I guess everything is just as easy to bale as everything else, but wanted to do straw. That's what I have tested so far on that Stackcruiser. So we'll get this all baled up, and I will see you at the end there when we start baling it. Alright, so now that we have this field harvested, it didn't take very long at all. We get our baler out here. This is the square baler. That Stackcruiser will not hold round bales. And I just got to thinking I did something wrong here. That Stackcruiser holds 195 bales. Only I am doing 50,000 liter bales. This field is not going to be enough. I may get 3, maybe 4 bales, so I'm going to have to rethink this. What we'll probably end up doing is getting a few more fields and harvest all those to get the 195 bales. And then we're going to go from there. Alrighty, so here I am picking up these bales for the moment, just to get them off of this field. I may F11 this field to get us to the required amount of bales. I want to get this thing full because the payoff for that is going to be something you'll want to see. So we will get this thing filled up, and we will see you then. Alright, so I did do this field one more time, and I didn't get the amount of bales that I wanted, so I just took the cheap route and I went F11. But the reason is coming up here. When I unload this, something amazing is going to happen, and you'll just want to see it. Alrighty, so the moment you have been waiting for that I've been teasing the whole video. We're going to unload this thing in 3, 2, and 1. It's a little bit slow, so it's going to take a little while. But it's going to be worth it. We'll zoom out here so we can see the full effect here. Alright, now that it's unloaded there, we got to unload it from the trailer. In 3, 2, 1. That's 195 bales. Okay, so what we have here, we still have the Stackcruiser over there to the far left. Got my harvester here. And I've got 2 tractors over here with some small balers. Alright, closest to us is the Massey Ferguson Heston small baler and the Galligani small baler. Slightly modified. They have a wider pickup on them, and they will bale a little bit faster. I tried doing this with a mower on the front of a tractor with the Heston baler, and it was going so slow. It was going 7 miles an hour baling, so I could only mow at that speed. Now mowing does take some time out of the whole process, but turn this off now. But the thing is, it wasn't giving me the results that I wanted. And course play will not work on this field for some reason, but I digress. We're going to harvest it, and then we're going to bale it. Because I have not tested that bale stacker yet to see which bales are supposed to go in it. I know the full-size bales are not the bales that thing takes. So we are going to bale all of this to 195 bales, because I know that's what the capacity is, and we're going to go from there. Alright, now that we have this field harvested, now we can start baling. Now I could have done some trickery to get the balers to go behind the harvester and do it that way, but I decided not to. Hit the wrong button there. Alrighty, now that we have the HUD back up here, I will be checking occasionally, see how many bales we have made. So far we have none on the created bales. I have not baled on this map. Okay, I need my help menu up. There we go, now it switches. Okay, so got it lowered, got it unfolded. Alrighty. Alright, turn that back off for now. Now, it might not have been a good idea to modify it that fast, but it'll be alright. Little squirrely on here. Oh, I see I missed a little bit of wheat. I got most of it. I did put the working width to 10 meters wide, just for the testing purposes of this. It's kicking the bales everywhere. After one lap, we'll see how many bales we have. I'm not even going to try to take a guess on how many there's going to be, as it has been a long time since I've used the small balers or baled this map. Okay, Okay, so this is about one lap around the first headland there. We made 73 bales. I only need 122 more. The Stackcruiser does hold 195 bales. And the testing on this is just to see which bales work the best on it. We have seen earlier that the bigger standard size 4,000 liter bales do not work very well on that. And that's okay. This spot right here. Run over some bales in the process. Back to this section here because I want all of the straw baled that I can get. I could have gone the easy route and put us a straw pile down on the ground, but that would have been too easy. That, and I wanted to see if this baler would actually work. Doing it this way, which I had a feeling that it would. I just needed to test it myself. This is phase 1 on the modifications to this particular baler. Alright, so we're there. 122 bales created. So, I will see you guys when I have the required number of bales baled, and we start picking them up with that Stackcruiser. Alright, so now we're back, and we have the 195 bales baled. Now we need to put this thing into operation mode, and we'll see what happens here. Basically, think of this as a mechanical auto-loading trailer, just not a trailer per se. Oh, these bales are too small. I can see that already. Oh, locked on it. This thing is not very maneuverable, so there is that. And these bales did not go in a straight line either, but I was going a little too fast for that. Picking up the bales with this thing is just a little bit slow. It's not like a traditional autoloader, but that should be alright as long as you are okay with using it. It's a little more realistic than some things, although it's not quite realistic with the animations not being there. Yeah, I don't think these bales are the ones that are supposed to be with this one. Here, after a little bit, we will try the Galligani bales. I think they are slightly bigger. These ones are 1,000 liter bales, and their physical size is a little smaller. I think the Galligani ones, or Galignani, however you want to pronounce that, the orange baler that we have over on the other field, they have a slightly lower capacity, I believe, and slightly bigger physical size. Now, this mod is not finished. It is working, but it is not finished. I don't know who the modder was that created it, and I don't know if there's any updates to this thing, but this is something that I've been wanting for a while. Something like this. Self-propelled autoloader for bales. I missed that one. So hopefully we can get a good working version at some point on the mod hub for all players. Now this one here is technically an autoloader. It appears to have scripts in it. I haven't checked the mod out thoroughly yet, but if it has scripts, it won't come to the mod hub as far as for all platforms. But if it had the animations, it could be considered a mechanical autoloader and just have to have the coding to place the bales in their spots. Hopefully in the future we'll get one of these either for this game or for the next farm sim that comes out. Whenever that may be. So I'm going to pick up the rest of these bales and I'll catch you when we get ready to unload them. Alrighty, so we're in the last stretch of picking up all these bales from the Heston baler. And as you can see, even now, you can still see the spaces between the bales. Don't believe it's supposed to be that way. But in this stretch of time here, between the big bales and these bales so far, this is the first time that I've used this thing. So, I don't know what they're actually supposed to look like. So, we'll do the Gilligany bales as well, just to see if there's any difference. This is part testing this thing out and part what's going to happen. Oh, I lost a bale somewhere. I had 195 on the map. Only I don't know where it went. I found that elusive one. It was way over here by the vehicle shop. That one flew a long ways. Only it's not gonna pick it up. Let's see here. There we go. Just throw it right in there. Put it in transport mode. I'm gonna go over here to the grass where the vehicles spawn here. And we're gonna see what happens here. So I'm gonna pan out a little bit. And we're gonna unload it and see what happens. It may unload like it should. It may not. We will just have to wait and see. Alright, now that the platform is lowered, now we can unload the bales. And they came up a little bit and fell over. That was kind of anticlimactic there in a way. Wasn't as funny as the big bales, but it still created a pile. So it might be an animation thing. Maybe they're not down on the ground or close enough to the ground, maybe. I really don't know. So what we're going to do now is I'm not even going to harvest the field again. We're just going to pick up where we left off with the baling. We'll just use this baler here, and we will go from there. We'll try to see how many bales I can get off of this, and see how they look with the stacks. And if they look good enough, I may just finish that load out on this thing. I might not have any problems getting enough bales on this baler. These bales are smaller, it looks like. So I might have to do a little more research on the balers, because I really don't use bales that much anymore. I do most of my stuff loose. Straw, hay, and grass, and silage. So this is still kind of new to me. Well, not necessarily new, but I haven't done it in a while, so yeah. So we will get this all picked up, and I don't care if there's more bales than 195 here. If there is, that's okay, as long as it fills up that thing. I really don't care. But we will see you when we start loading up the Stackcruiser. So, by the look of the created bales count right here, we have 365 total bales on the map right now. So we had 195 before, so that means we only have 170 bales from the other baler. which is a lot more than I was thinking we were going to get. So now let's get to loading these. And I'm not going to bring you guys through this. We've already seen it. So we're going to get this thing stacked up and see what happens. Okay, so I may have goofed a little bit here. I tried to F11 the bales just to see if it would work with this machine. I have not had any luck with any other trailers either. I didn't expect it to work here. But with the bales that I did pick up here, you can see that they are closer together than the ones from the Heston baler. So my guess is that this Stackcruiser is made for the Galignani or Galligani bales. The orange one over there in the distance. I believe that's the type of bales this one takes. And who knows, it could be a complete different style of bales, for all I know. Or different baler. There's quite a few different ones. One that I did not check out, which I don't even know if it would work right now or not. I don't have any straw on the ground now, and it would take a while to reset all this up, and I don't think yeah, here it is. This the BC 5040 HB baler does 521 liter bales, so it might be for that baler, just because that one's also New Holland. The Stackcruiser is New Holland as well. So 521 liter Galignani, that's how you pronounce it apparently. So the same size bales as far as capacity goes, and I believe that the size of the bales are the same between both of them. They look similar. They're not the same, but they look similar. This one here, the bales are 1,000 liters, but they're actually smaller in size. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully it gave you some laughter and some ideas on how you want to do your farms. Now the small bales, on all platforms you can pick them up and by hand. See, I have the Mega Strength mod turned on, so I can pick those up. Even the 4,000 liter bales, I can pick those up, do whatever. You know, because I'm on PC. We're gonna take that and we're gonna throw it. Oh, right on my head. It went night-night. Alrighty, so we will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content. We'll see you next time.
Tucker Massey, what'd you do to my cage? I'm gonna come after you in the next stream. Come on, man. Don't do this to me.